What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 81 of my Total Warhammer 3 modded Karl Franz campaign. So as we saw last time, Peter found himself on Skull Island and did fairly well at taking it for us, giving us some money and XP and whatever else. Otherwise, we did prepare for Count Noctilus a tiny bit, though we can't really hold this particular coastline, and we do need to see him destroyed. So we will definitely need to actually send a proper stack up there. Perhaps once Simon has done dealing with this. Unfortunately, we don't have enough of a presence near Lustria right now in terms of actually strong armies to actually send them this way. There's also potential for another army that we're currently recruiting, like our artillery army, to go out there and deal with it for us, though they will once again need a proper infantry line in order to do so. Anyway, let's get going with whatever we need to do, or whatever remains. I believe we were going to continue onward towards the second Skull Island with Pete here, and he should be able to reach it next turn fairly quickly. Can't heal here, but perhaps... no. I was hoping that this would be friendly territory, as in friendly seas, but alas, it doesn't count as such. Why is this neutral? Is it... oh, it's because we're not allied with Zlatland, who in fact does not seem to want to ally at all. I wonder why. I wonder why they don't want to. We're nearly 100 friendliness, we're allied with their friends. Well, it is what it is. Not a big deal. Well, let's see who else needs to move. I believe we did pretty much everything last time up to the end of the turn. So let's get there. Let's end the turn. Let's see if we can finally catch Mazdamundi in an ambush. It would be swell, or I should say catch him in an ambush again and destroy him this time. Nobody needs to attack unless I'm mistaken. And wait, what is it that we still have to do then? We have to select our tech, so that's back to firing drills to buff up our artillery further. Then we have to... there's a Norscan army here, but we won't be able to get to it this turn anyway. And it won't finish those defenses. I wonder whether we should bother with it at all. The problem is Gavin here will not have access to his caster by then, but anyway. Once again, it's not like we actually care about the Norscan territories, it's just we need to actually get close enough to transfer them, or to begin transferring. Other than that, let's check diplomacy, as I believe I didn't do it last episode. Druzhina Enclave, Wardens of the Living Pools, Caravan of Blue Roses. Do we care about any of this? Probably not. Maybe slightly the Lazargs, but the northern or the western provinces kind of don't... oh, wow, they're trading with the western provinces despite the western provinces being constantly raided by them. Minus 112. That's so weird. Well, I guess we could at least trade with them then. We'll trade with the Lazargs. I mean, it's not like we care about what's happening in these mountains. They're too far away from us. And this is still 1,000 gold per turn. In fact, while we're trading, you know what, let's trade with the Druzhina Enclave as well. Screw it, it's another 700 gold. We are a trade-focused faction after all. Doesn't mean we have to make alliances with the factions that we're trading with. Heralds of Ariel, you're fighting the Exiles of Nahek, so we don't need to deal with you. And... wait, do we still not have a defensive alliance with Lorelorn? Damn it, Lorelorn, what are you doing? They're kind of useless. If only we could get them to join a war against somebody. It would be nice to have access to their units, but, you know, can't have everything. We can't ally with any of these because they'll inevitably declare war on Thorax, so only defensive alliances there. Alrighty, well, that's that, so skip, unless there's commandments available. Oh, there is a commandment available. We have, let's say, State Troop Levy here. And that's about it. We could also, let's see, just to make the travel for these guys faster, there will be traveling through Khemri. So we could go for State Troop Levy for them here. I mean, do we want to go State Troop Levy at the Cracked Land? I guess we could do it next turn as we transfer. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Now let's end the turn and let's see if our ambush here succeeds. Hopefully we won't need the levels. Honestly, I don't really care that much about this infinite stalemate here. It's not like the lizards here are doing anything, and it's not like we really care about this territory, as in we have more than enough. What is this? More oh, Malthasar Gelt. You're gonna get drawn into a battle by Imric there. Okay, well, great for Imric, I guess. We'll pardon those captives. Swell, Mazdamundi, you're gonna want peace. I would love to if you weren't at war with literally everybody. Why piss off everybody to do this, right? Yeah, there's no real need for this. I mean, in theory, we could peace out just to have him continue. No, but then he's gonna sail out and then start annoying our elven friends. No. None of that. And looks like the ambush failed. Huh? I wonder if it got foiled or whether he just didn't even try. Because if it got foiled, we could just try again. But if he didn't try, then we're gonna have to wait until he gets some proper forces in there. And he is going to attack Lashik, damn. Well, that's unfortunate. We're not going to win this, especially with 2 Necrofex Colossi arrayed against us, but maybe we can bring at least a few of those units down in order to weaken the force and make it more difficult for them to do anything. Hopefully. So that's what we're gonna do. Do we need to play this cinematically? Probably not. I think we can find a better battle than this. I'm gonna just speed through it because we're not gonna win. Hopefully we could just delete a couple of those artillery pieces, for example, though we really just need to be able to actually get to them to do so. The Vampire Coast artillery pieces are very weak, so it's distinctly possible to destroy them if we can get to them, which would completely screw Noctilus's army over. At least until the rest of our armies get here. Hopefully he... I really hope he doesn't go north to Martek. If he goes to the Sorcerer's Islands, that's fine. But Martek and Kofor are hopefully off limits. That's the dream, anyway. Alright, let's see how he's set up here. He's got 2 artillery pieces with some rotting Prometheans and animated Hulks over here. And, ooh... these artillery pieces look poorly protected. And we got Noctilus himself here, who we probably don't even want to try to deal with. And then this one artillery piece is well protected. Alright, so in that light, what we shall do is mostly deploy to these 2 sides and just try to destroy the artillery pieces. Also assuming that we'll be able to protect this place, so let us get a... we can't get 2 explosive tower, which means I guess we'll go... we go multiple cannon towers. Or we go 1 explosive. Well, you know what? We'll probably need the cannon towers more for all the enemy artillery. So let's go cannon tower, and we'll go here as well, so that our army is relatively close together. And then we'll go cannon tower. And then I guess we'll go piercing tower here. And this is the place where all our towers are right now. Wait, is this related to this place? Yes, it is. Alright, let's go piercing tower there. Alrighty, then, what we'll want to do is send both our hero/lord units out. 1 to each place, like so. And like so. I know, this is a little bit annoying, but, you know. It has to be done. Spearmen with shields. We have 1 large unit here and 2 large units here, right? So we'll need these guys a little bit more here. So go spears... spears, and I don't know, halberds, and then we'll go halberds over here. Like so and like so. And we'll follow them up with some other infantry units. Actually, no, we won't. You guys will be here in the center to hold a line against other enemies as they go to the center. Like so. And then we will... can get a bunch of range units like here. You can start bombarding the mortar where you're relatively safe. And then like so and like so. What do you bid? My orders. Alright, let's hope this works. And just the destruction of them. Wait. Do we put both? You know what? No, let's put 1 handgunner here as well. We'll need something to get rid of those units of running Prometheans. Let's do that. And that. Right here, and then we'll go... yeah, I can't remember where I put the other crossbows. And this is why cinematic battles are better in the sense that we also don't have to waste all of our time setting units up like this. And I believe that's it, right? Everybody other than those 3 units of swordsmen are deployed, which means you guys are going to be group 2, and we're going to group lock you. We're going to be group 1, gonna group lock you, and I guess you can be group 3 and you can be group 4. Alrighty, group 1 and go. Group 2 and go. Specifically, you need to move, and then we can unlock them both. and have you guys charge. You guys need to destroy that unit of zombies. You guys need to charge forward fast as you can. Alright, you need to... Hey, why aren't you attacking? Oh, for the love of... Alright, well... Looks like game didn't want to allow those units to actually attack. Huh, these guys were just moving and not attacking. Bizarre. Alright, well, either way, the goal here is mostly to destroy the artillery, so we don't actually have to care what happens to the basic units. Artillery, our own artillery, start bombarding the enemy. How are we doing over on this side? Are you guys a bunch of idiots? You're being blocked, okay. You can never trust the regular move, can you? Alright, you fire on this, you fire on the enemy artillery pieces. Good, and you can switch to fire on the enemy artillery pieces. It looks like they'll at least be destroyed. One of our own handgunners has been absolutely wrecked over on this side. Yeah, it's taking... The zombie-powered boarding crew is absolutely wrecking face there, but this is the fault of the lock key. Because all these units should not have moved forward at all, but they decided to do so, even if they shouldn't have. Alrighty, let's just fire on those... Nah, you know what, still fire on those boarding crew. I don't think we're even going to be able to get rid of most of the enemy monstrous infantry, but oh well. You can buff everybody here, just keep destroying the enemy artillery. Oh wow, what the heck happened to you? Crossbows, did you just get hit by a bunch of mortars, perhaps? Alright, well, keep firing. Handgunners, fire on that rotting Promethean then. Alright, everybody keep working, and you, get ready to distract the enemies there. Ooh, maybe if one of you can run around this way. Well, you know what, run around this way, maybe you can get to the enemy artillery piece. I doubt it, but who knows. Alright, how are we doing over on this side? Alright, that artillery piece is nearly done for. Mortars, come on, break it apart rather, and I'll speed this up in a few seconds. We can get a much better battle than this garbage. We just needed a few more turns to build these defenses up, but it's okay. At the very least, it looks like a lot of these enemies will be destroyed. Actually, much more than I was hoping for originally, so I think I'm happy with this. You guys go around this way, you guys try to distract them, and then you try to get to the artillery. And you just stay here and annoy them, including Noctilus. Alright, looks like that unit of rotting Prometheans is nearly dead, but... these guys are as well. The animated Hulks are nearly done for. They're gonna fight to the death, but that's hardly surprising. Damn, those boarding crew are resilient. What kind of missile resistance do they have? Oh, 50% missile resistance? No frickin' wonder. Damn. I gotta say, I was not expecting that much missile resistance. And that's very impressive. And over on this side, it looks like these guys have been nearly clear. The Sirens are the bigger remaining issue, but they are done for. Alright, let's head up this way and see if we can destroy at least one more enemy unit. There's another boarding crew. It's a handgun mob, and oh wow. These swordsmen are getting absolutely destroyed. Oh, Noctilus is firing at them. Okay, well, we can't stop that. Alright, you guys try to get around this way. Maybe we can damage the Black Ark Corsairs. We can't kill them, but maybe we can harm them. And that boarding crew is still alive. Damn. Impressive. Alrighty, let's keep moving, everybody. Let's speed it up to max now so we don't waste any further time. But at the very least, I think we have done a decent amount of damage. You guys go forward. Okay, it's going to be very weird playing on max speed, and yeah, it looks like that unit got shattered. Alright, hopefully the rest of our army doesn't shatter, actually. I'd love to be able to at least damage a few more units. Oh, those animated Hulks are probably going for that unit. Maybe we can have you fire at the rotting Prometheans here. The rotting Prometheans are extremely threatening as well, so we would like to destroy them. In fact, all of you go this way, in the hopes of destroying them. You maybe can charge forward towards this unit of Black Ark Corsairs and do something about them. Though, the problem is that they're an elven unit and thus they won't be destroyed. At least with the undead units, they will actually die. Funnily enough. If we defeat them here, I mean, although some of them will probably come back. I always forget whether the Vampire Coast has that capability or not, like the revival capability. Anyway, let's go back to max speed, charge on in, bud, and then pop that soul fire. There we go, there we go. Solid amounts of damage to that unit, and they are going to run, not that that's going to change matters, and you need to get away before you get killed by Noctilus's nonsense. Nonsense? No, that didn't work. Alright, and then let's move you up here, towers. Try to fire on something useful. Alright, I want to work on these rotting Promethean gunnery mobs here. Alright, go, go, go. And mortar, you will fire at... I guess those units ran away. I wonder. Rather than bothering to fight you guys, let's run past everybody and try to go after those carronades, and maybe our lord can kill them. It's unlikely, but who knows. Alright, and speeded back up to max. Your building was destroyed, so something got captured. Oh, well, it is what it... No. Run through, and go after the carronades. A little bit more time. Ah, damn. They all shattered. I hate how that happens. The AI will fight with one unit with like 10 HP still remaining on the map, whereas you have 5 units, your lord with 33 HP, and everybody will shatter instead. It's one of the cheaty aspects to the AI that really annoys me, in the sense that I get that they get leadership buffs, but I feel like when the rest of the army is basically shattered, maybe that's when the leadership doesn't need to apply, as in, apply during the battle, but essentially have it sort of peter off as the time goes. Or as it gets closer to the point where the player's army where it gets shattered, so essentially... like 2 graphs that look different, but then they meet at a point, and that point is where the enemy army should have shattered. Anyway, we managed to destroy both of these units of carronades. Both of their mortars came back alive. Ah, that's annoying, but at least one of the boarding crew is dead. Another boarding crew came back alive, and the Sirens, man. Noctilus really lucked out with those units coming back. But the AI always has luck with that. I think the AI actually has buffs to it. I'm not 100% sure to it, but you know, why wouldn't it? Considering it has buffs to everything else. To the Dead Rise, I mean. You want military axes? There's no point in doing this, because all we'll do is piss off our Tomb King friends, and we want their Necrosphinxes, because they will fit in nicely with our Moor army. You, Elena Zachar... Huh. Wait, what? That's a ruin. Okay, that's a bug. They're in the ruin, but they're... Huh, I wonder if the AI can actually attack this or not. These aren't Kislevites at all, guys. These are actually Skaven. Okay, they're living in a ruin. They're right beside Clan Moulder. Clan Moulder created a bunch of clones that look like humans, or experimented on humans by implanting, I don't know, warpstone into their brains, and are now controlling them. These are clearly Skaven. That is canon now. Anyway, we're not going to do that, though. No alliances. Still neat, though. Funny little bug. I do also find it funny how they're near Clan Moulder. What the heck do we have here? Elector sues for peace. Control +1 for all provinces? Oh, I thank you. A previous hostile elector is ready to sue for peace. The electors are political animals, so it is doubtful the gesture is motivated by selfless reasons. More likely another agenda is at play. And Marcus, your ambush indeed did get foiled. Tremendously unfortunate. Well, that's why Mazdamundi didn't come for us. It doesn't mean we can't try again. And it's Nordland. I was hoping it was Vissenland, but Nordland will be the second last before Hawkland, who we don't care about at all, because we already have their capital. Assert independence for you. At least we're at 15, so by the time we get the next 2, we'll probably be able to get both Averland and Nordland in succession, without bothering to save up. Ambush foiled for Ludwig Schwarzhelm. I don't see why we'd care. Oh, Kurt Helborg got the plague? You gotta be kidding me. And it's a Skaven plague, so he's useless for 4 turns. Absolute garbage. We just got him here, game. This is... I hate you, Skaven plague. Alright, well, we need to do something about this, and what we're going to do... Okay, everybody's getting stuff. Obsidian Lodestone, ambush foiled, ambush foiled, ambush foiled. Ally begins outpost construction, killed in bat. Oh yeah, that was the a guy defending the Sheik. Settlement sack, longship. Settlement sack, longship graveyard. What? We didn't even get a... The heck? Wait, Azazel moved in and sacked longship graveyard, but I guess we had no units there, perhaps? Maybe that's what happened. Whatever it was, it looked weird. Ready for duty, Marius Strom. Reload reduction for cannons. I can't believe we lucked into the frickin' plague. Okay, well, first of all, we need to start moving you through Reassuring Presence. Yes, there's other stuff you want to get. Oh, wait, no, you need to save up to get the Reichsguard buff, don't you? And Eminent Grandmaster. We can't be wasting points like this. Alright, fine. What about you guys? You have something. You could get Sigmar's Ward, but you need 3 points in it to make any real use out of it, unfortunately. Alright, the other option is to use Imperial Adjutant Heroes, specifically to use a couple of retarded adventurers. They cost so much, though. How much do we have? 7.2k. That I feel like that needs to be reduced, especially for the hero adjutants. They're just not worth it. We could get 2 for 14k, but it feels not worth it compared to the other ones. I suppose we could always swap them around to different armies. It's probably the way we want to do it. Like, I haven't been doing that because it feels a little bit, I don't know, cheap, but we could just get like a couple of great swords and stuff and just swap them to every army before we fight. Just because it's kind of annoying how expensive this is, or we just continue not doing it. Anyway, let's get a couple of retarded adventurers. I don't want Kurt to be so damaged by all this garbage. And by the garbage, I mean the plague. Oh, plague. Alright, retarded adventurer. We will put one here. And we'll put the other retiree to you. Like so. Alright, how's that plague looking? Still hurtful, but, well, what can you do? You, I guess, are going to start moving through these territories. Now you can't get too close to Throg, unless he kill you because you have the plague. Oy, okay, well, march stance either way. I don't think Throg can reach you. I was actually thinking about sending Kurt up to help it, because he was right beside it, but since we got the plague, and he was only here for 1 turn. But oh well. Ludwig, you are 2 or 3 turns away from acquiring your tree men, so you're gonna keep moving up this way. Materna Ditizen, you're moving up this way as well. And Alberich here going up here as well.
Let us move.
I don't think you can catch anybody, but we're getting there. Maybe we can meet up with Boris at the Tower of Crack if we don't send Boris north. Anyway, where can we get a fight? Let's see where Karl is and what he can do. Huh. Wait, are you actually close enough to attack now? I would be shocked if you were. I don't even want to pop Trench's stance because what if... Wait. Go here, over on this side. You have to attack from the right direction. If we attack from below, he'll go past the river. Hopefully like this, you know what, maybe even move up further up north. I don't want him to run across the river. I just want him to die. Like here, and then try. Don't go across the river. Okay, he's gonna go to the trees. Oh, this is fantastic. What does he have in his army? Oh, it's weak and pathetic. That looks auto-resolvable to me. Let's see if there's another fight that we have that's better. For example, Nud. You can't quite reach the plains of Zanbaijin, which means we'll have to save it to next turn. We do also want to keep an eye on Village's faction. Okay, you can stay here. Plains of Zanbaijin is undefended, and it's actually a rather weak territory. In fact, wait, how many territories do you have, Archaon? 3. So the Writhing Fortress, the Plains of Zanbaijin, it looks like there's something up north, the Crystal Fortress perhaps, or something like that. The Howling Citadel. Crystal Fortress is more north. Alright, fine. And, ooh, the USAC are around. Alright, Leopold, let's not let the USAC sack any of these places, or, you know, take them back. Like so, but that doesn't change the fact that we are still looking for... Okay, first of all, you're going down to Numas. And you're going down to Numas. We are still... Okay, you're gonna switch back to... Yeah, it's the Burgomeisters. Still looking for a battle, damn. Can't finish a thought. Skaven, how many settlements do you have remaining? Let's find out. Oh, I guess we could get you to Carrick 8 Peaks anyway. Because it looks like none of these guys are gonna clear them out. They still have 2. So then I take it Crooked Fang Fort and Desolation of Nagash. Alright, fine. And did Imric capture this? He did.
You may look upon.
Well, he's gonna get pissed about us trespassing here. We could also declare war on him right now and kill him. The thing is, 90% sure we're gonna have to fight him. The problem is he canceled an agreement with us, and all the dwarfs really don't like him and are going to dislike him more and more as time goes by. I don't know, I'll think about it. You guys let me know what you think. Should we attack Imric? Should Balthazar Gelt turn his bones to gold right here while we have him in Morgheim, and then just kill him together with the together with the rats at the same time. I was kind of hoping to avoid, you know, getting into too many more wars right now, because we already have a lot of territory, and I'd like to start on the endgame scenario, or we'll never get there, or rather we'll just conquer the entire map before we get there. But on the other hand, do we want to leave him there? Blood Swamps or Lanwapek, can we reach either one? Well, we can't reach Lanwapek, so I guess we'll head to the Blood Swamps, but that looks like an auto-resolve to me. I wonder if Luther will try to defend Nashalodal. Ooh, whoa, wait. Let's see here. We have a full stack, and Luther, and another small stack, and they could all reach Simon. I think, unfortunately, what that means is we're going to have to fight this, because if we take too many casualties via auto-resolve, Luther attacks us with those stacks, and then that's a, well, that's a major issue. Alright, so you can just sit there for now, then, hello. It's Kairos Fateweaver, with a full stack himself. We also have to remember that Kairos will most definitely stop us in place. And we don't know when it's gonna happen. But we do know that it'll probably be soon. Volkmar might actually be able to reach Noctilus faster than these guys. In fact, there's no might about it. He definitely will. Not that much faster, though. I still say we send him down to... Yeah, no, we're still going to deal with Kairos. Would it be faster to go down by land? No, I think it's faster to go by sea. So let's head to the Plain of Tuskers. We'll meet here with all of these guys. Like so, travel through Bagar, and Arndt Frankenwerter, you're gonna go down here as well, and Adolphus, you can swap units out. I keep forgetting, does Arndt need to be in his current form, or does he need to be replaced with another hero or lord? I think he does need to be replaced. Oh. Wait, there was something important. This Lord Recruit rank +5. We need Manorialism. Because if we get it, we can get Lords recruited at rank 5, which means we can immediately get Generals of the Empire with their fairly strong buffs. So you know what, we'll keep Arndt Frankenwerter here for now, and then we'll replace him later. You...
Where next?
...are going to get... Let's say, okay, all of these guys out. All of these guys out. Wait, no, do we need to... No, don't transfer these. Transfer those and the mortars, and then transfer these. There we go, perfection. Which will allow you to follow Volki with a massive number of Pistoliers. I could have probably built some Outriders here. I mean, we have a turn to do so if we do want to. Ah, no, they take 2 turns to build, don't they? Yeah, screw it, I'm not gonna bother them. Yeah, Dolphus, you are going to grab other units, namely a bunch of Flagellants and Sigmarite Disciples. Go for 2 more. And we're gonna send them up to follow Luther instead of this garbage. I mean, okay, the Free Company militia aren't garbage. Yeah, you guys know I love them. It's, yeah. Anyway, Bernard Zonker, you will also need to switch a Lord out, but you're not a battle. And it's battles we're looking for right now. Kurt Haldenstrat, you could head to Nalfari Plain. It would be nice to take these guys out. We could maybe take them out and then head to Norsky after. They only have 3 settlements, so it's very doable. You know what, Kurt? Then you're heading to Nalfari. And then we'll loop back around for these guys. Also, I fear that all the Chaos Corruption is going to corrupt most of these guys, but I don't see how we can avoid it. Auto-resolve, and wow. Down to 1. Why does auto-resolve hate the poor war sleds? Unbelievable. You can go into State Troop Levy, I think. Mostly so that we can potentially move faster throughout Norsca in general. And we should keep that everywhere, in fact. Which we have. Alright, well, good job, Pastor Ruinous. You figured that out. Now the question is, do we defend Trollfjord in horrible vigor form and damaged without a mage by sending you here in March Stance, Gavin, and hope that you can win this? Or, because if there's a bunch of mammoths in there, we ain't winning that. There's an extra half a stack, though.
No!
I don't know. I don't know what would be better. You know what, Gavin? I guess it's gonna be do or die for you, my friend. You're gonna go here in March Stance, and either you live or you die. Alrighty, but that doesn't change the fact that that's not a battle. As in, not a proper battle. Where can we find one? You know what? I fear that this turn the only battle we're going to get is the Skull Island fight with Peter. So I hope. Oh wait, no, we could fight the. Nah, but this is pathetic. This is gonna be way easier than a Skull Island fight. It's not even worth fighting.
I will fight with you.
I think the Skull Island fight, by virtue of it being more difficult, will be more fun. And yeah, we barely even took damage here, and we did get 3,000 gold for it, though. And let's do that, and can we reach the rebels here? Alas, we cannot, but we can approach towards the Monolith of Bubonicus, like so. And I was hoping we could get channeling, but it's okay. Or not channeling in camp and stance. It's okay, go here. We'll kill the... we'll kill Sophanax here next episode. Or next turn, rather, and then start moving northward. Maybe towards the Writhing Fortress, and Akarak is back as well. Though perhaps he's moving down here to try to deal with the Nud, but Nud's gonna go for plains and then through this direction. Anyway, let's get another Skull Island. I hope you guys aren't tired of watching Peter take these out. I'm certainly not, because I love his army. And we're moving towards Hail of Fire, so I guess we will get you... full plate armor. It sounds like he's going to be fighting in melee a lot. Then we can have you get... Ooh, wait. You have 5 points now. And if only I remembered what we were going to get for you. It was not Notorious, it was regular maintenance. Nope, it was Purge the Guilty. Enemy missile resistance for enemy characters. I know it's only enemy characters, so it's not a lot. But you know, the army does rely, at least to some degree, on focusing enemies down. Enemy characters down, I mean. And the rest of the stuff is kind of garbage, let's face it. Plus, we could get towards Judgment or Devout Hunt Undeath. In fact, if we stay out at sea with Peter, and this would... then there would be reason to get Enemy of the Undead. You know what? Maybe that's not a horrible plan. Alright, let's do that. Purge the Guilty for enemy characters, and I guess we will go for range favors for the enemy vigor loss. And then we'll go into Devout Hunt Undeath. I think it's the first time I've ever gotten that. Not that we have a lot of Witch Hunters, mind you, but anyway, Skull Reef, let's do another quick fight here. I don't want it to be an all-admin episode. I mean, I guess we had that little tiny battle, but, you know, get an actual cinematic, and oh, wow, no artillery this time. Oh, lots and lots of depth guard. Oh, this is going to be interesting. This is completely different than the last time we fought these guys. Pyrrhic victory, high casualties. I like the sound of that. Here we go. Alright, I couldn't actually tell whether that was Peter speaking or whether it was one of the units, but I suppose it doesn't matter all that much. Now, I'm really glad about this enemy army composition. This is absolutely perfect for us. We're damaged, and I wanted to use some run-and-gun tactics here anyway, so damn well if that's not what we're going to do. Our Pistoliers and our Sisters of the Thorn have separated into multiple units, so this one is kind of hidden to try to go with the War Wagons here into 3 separate little mini armies or sub-forces. We are moving forward with our Way Watchers as well, who are going to try to dish out as much damage as possible, while the Huntsmen and the Free Company Militia stay all the way back here. Why the Way Watchers forward and not the not the Huntsmen? Because the Huntsmen can only fire forward, so while they can run forward and fire, they can't run backward and fire, whereas the Way Watchers can. So we're going to allow them to damage as much of the depth guard as they can hit, and it looks like they can do a fairly decent job, especially against the polearm wielders, and then they can back off towards our regular Huntsmen. Oh, once they're feeling safe. Alrighty, and continue firing. Alright, looks like these guys are trying to dodge some shots, and then actually they're doing a fairly decent job with the dance there by the looks of it. Saw a few of them manage to dodge that one, though it looks like our Lord at the very least is still managing to kill them. That said, they're going to have to charge us directly eventually, and when they do, it's probably not going to go so well. Well, it looks like the enemies managed to catch a couple of the Pistoliers out with another one of its units of depth guard, but at the end of the day, they should be able to escape, and the enemy is poisoned and pretty badly damaged here as we continue running running around. Another unit of Death Guard over on this side fighting our 2 units of War Wagons and Sisters of the Thorn, and of course, similarly, they cannot catch them. This army's really fun to play, but yeah, I feel like in a non-cinematic battle, this army, while fun to play, would be the most boring to watch, because you can't look away from the overview and just have to constantly order your units around, especially since I really no longer trust skirmish these days, and just try to babysit the units as much as possible. Anyway, it looks like some Death Guard are making it sort of to our lines as they manage to chase our Way Watchers, but only to get hit by our Free Company Militia and our Huntsmen as well. We don't really want them fighting in the water, but, you know, our summoned unit of Halberdiers here, and we can sacrifice themselves to that. Or they can sacrifice themselves to that, not we. Anyway, it looks like a couple of those Depth Guard units have been destroyed, and our Run and Gunners, who have returned to form very nicely, continue to do very good work, especially with the poison application from the Sisters of the Thorn, and then whenever we're threatened by an enemy range unit, the Sisters can simply pop that Curse of Anra here and reduce their speed and their accuracy and whatnot. Alrighty, otherwise it looks like the enemy has made it with its Rotting Leviathan, come forward, or rather with its Rotting Leviathan, but it is not only getting hit by the Way Watchers and the Huntsmen, but also our summoned Gunners, and thus will drop extremely quickly. So I don't manage that's too different from the rest of their army anyway. Alright, Krabby Boy, you did a good job at damaging our Halberdiers, but unfortunately for you, not good enough. Our Way Watchers did move forward a little bit to do additional damage to that zombie pirate gunnery mob, as we want to take out those range units. But otherwise, yeah, it looks like the enemy does not know where to run. More Depth Guard trying to chase off our Pistoliers, but that's not going to work out. Most of the enemy range over on the main portion of the battlefield has also been destroyed at this point, and I think we killed the enemy Lord as well, with the War Wagons and our Lord specifically targeting him. So yeah, it's looking pretty ugly. We also hit a few of our other units, our Pistoliers and our second unit of Sisters of the Thorn, so that we could then charge the enemy range units, because they're so poor in melee and they have such low leadership that they will melt away once we get there. There we go, here comes a second charge. Very nice, lots of air on those zombos. And then one more back here in the battle. It will be pretty much ours. The Net of Ammontok forces the last of these zombie pirate deckhands here to get stuck, as the rest of our units start firing on them. You were supposed to do that on cue, there you go, that's better. I guess they were focusing the Depth Guard there. Oh, are they just slightly out of range as well? Well, I guess it doesn't matter, as the run and gun seems to succeed. Our last shot should take care of the last of these enemies. And ooh, we got an oil flask going from our Lord, plus an arrow of Akshi. Don't see that happening a lot, mostly because frankly the skill's kind of garbage, but well, whatever. Alrighty, down goes the skeleton mob, and with Peter's run and gun tactics we can see how much stronger this army is when it can actually employ that. Even the summoned Halberdiers didn't die. Very, very nice. And it looked like these guys were trying to make it to their water, but they cannot do so. And instead they die on the shore. Lovely, although it looks like a couple of those arrows were going to hit a few of our halberdier friends, especially that guy. He's having not the best day. Anyway, a very decisive victory for the our run and gun army, and I'm pretty happy about it. It was a very fun fight, and turned out to be much more fun than I was expecting. Alrighty, well, for me personally, if I doubted that it was worthwhile to fight two of these skull battles in a row, that battle assuaged all my doubts, because that was really quite fun. At least for me it was, because controlling this army is always a blast. The return of run and gun in this episode, as we were able to run away from all those depth guard and destroy them piecemeal over time. Once again, the Sisters of the Thorn dishing out massive amounts of damage, 15 and 18k respectively, doubling if not tripling the damage of most of the Pistoliers, and in fact even out-damaging the War Wagons. The Way Watchers were getting closer there at 15, nearly matching, and the Sisters of the Thorn, however, though they nearly ran out of ammunition, and they were firing for so long, and the Sisters were just running around. I have once again been very impressed by the capabilities of the Sisters of the Thorn, and I think we might want another 4 of them in another army at some point, if we can make it happen. I wasn't expecting the Toxic Venom to do as much damage, but, you know, like Bleed, it does like to dish it out by virtue of repeated application. Anyway, pardon captives. And another students, well, 2 other students, in fact, glittering scales for Skull Island. Come on now. You could do better than that, I think, game. Anyway, well done to Peter yet again. Ra will be unable to reach us, and we are going to continue on southward. I thought there was another Skull Island here, but I might be thinking of my Kroq-Gar campaign instead. Either way, we're going to continue down to Friendly Seas and then try to help out against the Oracles of Tzeentch. I hesitate to wonder how well this army will do against the Tzeentchian forces in all their own range, which kind of shuts down the whole run-and-gun idea, but, you know, we'll still give it a try. Anyway, calling it here as we are most definitely out of time. Next time, we end the turn and try to find ourselves a bigger battle, if nothing else, though I can't promise it'll be quite as run-and-gun and fun-y, but, well, hopefully we'll find one. Karl is starting to get freed up here. The Urson Revivalists, if not safe, are going to be reasonably good in a few more turns, which will allow us to start moving more northward and maybe hunt down a Demon Prince. Anyway, more Karl to come, so stay tuned. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.